Hello everyone. Welcome to a game called 3079. This game was made back in 2011. It is a indie game. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bit of gameplay and show you the Steam page once as we get through. So, first thing we're going to be doing is getting down to the planet's surface. It starts you in the atmosphere. Now, it gives you a little bit of extra, lore on the game. You're fighting for a group of people called the Humans, which are humanoid creatures. And you are fighting against the Neanders, which are a weird, I don't really know what they are. It's a fairly interesting game, but the content is limited. As, let's go. When you first start a game, you get some dialogue, and from there, you can go click on anyone, and you'll get that. There, let's see. I don't want to do that. I want to find just a fairly basic quest, one that can use someone's tutorial. Oh, merchant. Okay, so in the top left, you're going to see a radar, which is your mini-map. In the bottom left, you're going to see your health, energy, and detection meters, which are fairly useful. This is a merchant. Vendors have various items. You're going to purchase those piercing leggings. The more defense you have, the better. Now, you also have, so, I'm gonna see if I can find a basic quest. Let's check this building. There's guys with stars are people that are leaders. Guys with the money symbol are people that sell things. Blue dots on the map are just normal guys. They don't do anything. They just fight. They're soldiers, basically. We'll check in here. Free stuff. Okay, so on the ground, you'll sometimes get a free item. It's normally pretty crappy. Okay, so equipping and unequipping items. I normally set up my loadout, which this is my mouse being funky, not anything, but if I escape out of my inventory, you'll see I don't have my mini-map anymore. Press I can access my inventory. That's what the radar does, actually, because now you'll see I have a radar, which is, yeah. Holocube was lost. Okay, holocubes are, it's basically a mission to, okay, that's a combat theme. But what that basically means is that it's turning night. Nighttime is fairly interesting because you can find enemies called demons. The things you saw while we were in the sky briefly, if you were actually paying any attention to that, those were demons, the red things. They'll pull you in one direction. They'll pull you towards them. So, actually, because we're out here, if you press shift, you can activate camouflage mode, which you'll see the detection meter. Yeah, it killed me. Now, I can't really kill anyone because of the fact that, yeah. But, you saw how I lost an item, a level 1 health pack, which, losing items is the cost of dying. Now, in the early game, that can be pretty punishing, as you can lose just about everything at the start of the game and you'll not be able to recover. and you'll be scrounging around for a while to get on your feet again. But if you do well, it's a skill-based game. If you do well from the start, what you can end up doing is you can get a lot of gear, and you can thrive. Especially if you like looking at stats all day. If you like looking at stats, this is the game for you. If you don't like looking at stats, maybe don't play it, but that's up to you to decide, not me. I'm just going over some of the basic gameplay. Combat may seem a little bit unfair, but that's how it should be in these games. Where's this guy? Oh, there he is. He's in there. Just didn't see him. Oh, energy shield. Okay. We're going to accept this quest. Now, you should know that this is going to be a little bit of a difficult mission. Also, okay, so we got a shotgun. Charismatic. Oh, you see how I'm getting pulled? That's a demon. Demons can only be killed with a weapon called a demon smiter, which is a sword that it actually really has no other use than killing demons. That's its one purpose. You can also see that it's two-shotting most of the guys it comes into contact with. I might want to run away from that, because if that aggroes me, then I'm done. I'm dead. There's something to be feared in the early game, and once you get a demon smiter, you should still fear them, because of the fact they can still one-shot you most of the time. But you should be able to deal with it by then when you get a demon smiter. Anyway, we're 150 meters out from the quest. There are aircraft in this game, and they can be for or against you. If they are against you, you run. Or you can shoot them out of the sky, which, that's fairly fun if you know what you're doing. Okay, so our quest is actually to kill this guy. He has a rifle, from the looks of things, so we need to get in close. Let's see how he's also able to take down the health. Headshots count for something, so try and get as many as you can. Now it's jump strafing for the most part in terms of combat, so just keep jump strafing, and H to heal if you have a health pack. Okay. Make sure to use that. That's a capital ship right there. Let's finish this quick. There we go. Okay. So that is a dangerous thing right there. We're gonna activate this energy shield. We're gonna equip that rifle. We're actually gonna shoot that thing because we're gonna try and murder that because it gives gear a little bit above its level. Also, we're gonna try and brown out our energy because what happens when you fail to use an item because of not having enough energy? What happens is you can't get enough energy in time to use it. Oftentimes will result in a brownout, which is that noise. So watch out, grenades can kill you. And it'll cost you a little bit of health, but it'll also give you some energy experience, which increases your maximum pool for that stat. There are several stats in the game, which are strength, firearms, stamina, energy, And then mining, stealing, engineering, camouflage, and charisma. Charisma allows you to trade with merchants easier. So by holding this shotgun, I'm actually more charismatic. Like any southern man. By holding a shotgun, I am suddenly a whole lot more charismatic. Okay. Ooh, grappling hook. Okay, yeah, we'll take that quest. What did I just accept? Oh, secure a new fort. Okay, easy. So, this allows me to show you some of the base mechanics. As if I go up into the sky, there's also these floating fortresses. What those are, these are buildings that oftentimes... Oh, okay, okay. So, you'll see how this one doesn't have any symbols on it. This is because it's mixed. Oh, shoot. That's bad. Level 3. He's got a shotgun, too. Okay. We're in some deep trouble if I don't kill him. Ah! Okay. So, respawn back on the ground. I lost my building block. I acquired that. What was that I don't know what I lost there. So, let's just keep moving. And we'll see what we can find. That's the goal of the game, is basically find stuff and make up your own story. Because you're supposed to try and end the war, but also you don't need to. What you can do is you can just fight. If you get bored, you can try stealing stuff, which never really ends well, but no harm in trying. Keep shooting at this capital ship. Also keep browning out my energy until I get something. And you'll see by the time it's been dealt with, it's already healing. All enemies do that, unfortunately. Also, the further out you move from spawn, the higher the level of the enemies. That's kind of why we counted a level 3 there, because of the fact we were further out from the city. You can press M to use the map. Map is not very useful in this game. I don't use that. Oh, that was a fighter. You can also actually fly those fighters, but I'm not going to do that in this one because you have to actually be skilled at using them. That's a demon. Okay. Lovely. There's still a demon over there too. Okay. I think the longer you stay somewhere, the more demons spawn. So do with that as you may. There's not really much else to talk about in this game. We've got some items that I can go over. Because there's that energy shield, which I don't have the generator for. Okay. Actually, this gives a fairly good selection of items. Because they have ranged weapons, melee weapons. This stuff goes into engineering, it's construction. Effect transfers, which are basically... It's syringe guns, and it makes like an effect on you. And then you have your component upgraders, which you can put on your guns. So if you're like, if it's just called a launcher, or if you have anything that doesn't have the prefix, like stamina battery or energy generator, or just because most items are just called energy shield, or if I can grab one. Energy blaster, that's something that'll give you extra energy. but or mining drill. Mining drill is the standard name for that drill. You can put a stamina upgrading component on the drill to make it a stamina mining drill, which will increase the stamina stat. So, but you're going to want engineering to do that, so get some engineering gear. Health packs, you press H to use those. Your energy shield or auto use. I have a level 3 one because we did that quest. And general rule of thumb, that symbol means they're a merchant. Get to this guy. The star on this guy's shirt means that he is a leader and will give you quests. The squares on the radar will show you turrets, and the circles will show you beings mostly, as in people that don't really do anything. Because if you press E on this guy, it doesn't do anything. Because he's a normal guy, he's a soldier. You can actually increase your energy stat by just something with a low firing delay. Just keep firing your weapons, and eventually it'll brown out your life support. As if you run out of energy and you still try to fire, it'll brown out and it'll short circuit, which then makes your system stronger somehow, because RPG logic. Likewise, if you use more like melee weapons, you're going to get more strength stat. I highly recommend getting a lot of strength stat, because if you get a lot, it will increase the damage you deal with swords. Also, the music is loud, so I need to make sure that my mic is working. Oh god. I'm being... Oh, much better. Okay. So, music's loud. If you want to hear what I'm hearing, buy the game, but also make sure you turn down your volume. I want to make sure I can talk over it. It might have talked over me this entire time. I don't know. If it did, I'm sorry. But I might produce a little bit of extra content on this in the form of like a maybe 2-3 part series. I don't know. If y'all want me to, or anyone wants me to, I would just say comment. If I get like one comment that actually says yes, I will do it. I don't really care. Or if I want to, I'll do it. Because I don't really have much to do right now. So, Steam price is $5. I'll leave a link, probably in the description, to the store page. This game is called 3079 Block Action RPG. It's by Fruit Studios. Don't buy their future games, because none of them relate to this one, and you might like it, you might not. This developer's weird, so I think that should conclude what I'm gonna do with this for now. Y'all have a wonderful day.